Okay. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. If you can first do me a favor, make sure your phones are on silent, please. Um, we are lucky enough to be joined by Vivian Hermes. She is a certified certified mindfulness facilitator. She will be leading us through this exercise. Right now, Jenny is going to be turning the lights off and your chairs will be going back. So just be conscious of that. And we are ready to rock and roll. So, Vivian, go ahead and take it away. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining. So, before we even begin, because we're going to be doing somewhat of a stillness practice, I invite you to stretch. How often do we get the opportunity to stretch? So, raising your arms over your head and opening up the webbing in between your fingers as best as you can, and stretching while being mindful of keeping your shoulders in their sockets, because sometimes we can overextend. And then doing the same with your legs. See if you can create that kind of space between the webbings of your toes. Flexing the heel, pointing the toes, just creating a lot of traction. And then allowing your arms to settle when you're ready at your sides and letting your legs become heavy. And taking a couple of deep breaths in and out, letting them be deep but comfortable. And if you feel comfortable enough to sigh on the exhale, doing that a couple of times at your own pace. And then letting your breath go to its natural rhythm, just as it is. So there will be these mini pauses in between the prompts I provide, and it's just an opportunity for you to reflect on what's being asked and see what the mind does with it. You you know, are you going to take those deep breaths? Are you going to keep them shallow? Are you going to stick to your regular breathing? These are all suggestions, so please don't feel that you have to do anything that is less than comfortable for you. Practice of mindfulness is one of experimenting. It's just getting to know our bodies, getting to know our mind, and getting to know our feelings. So at any given time, we might be more open to exploring one rather than the other, and that's okay. So we'll just start by checking into how our mind is doing today, what state of mind we're working with. So let it be an open-ended question and not shutting down any answer that might come up, even if it's just blank or void, that's okay. What are the qualities of my mind right now? Is it agitated? Is it alert? Is it sluggish? Is it curious? Is it dismissive? Is it sleepy? Is it some combination? And now taking stock of our emotional state in this moment, knowing that all emotional states are transient, they don't stay forever, they move through us like clouds through the sky. Offering your attention to where we most often feel, or we tend to think we feel our emotions, because I'm sure we feel them all over our body, but a lot of times we sense them in and around our heart area. So, giving your attention there, and beginning to notice, are there any feelings here that I'm experiencing? Is there a combination of feelings? Happiness, sadness, joy, contentment, annoyance, cheer, excitement, neutral. What emotions am I feeling in this moment that happen to be here right now? And not getting caught up in the story as to what may be bringing up that emotion. When we go into the mind of rationalizing, it cuts off our experience of that emotion. So really being there for anything that you identify, knowing that it'll pass. That's just what we're noticing right now. And now taking notice of the whole body, just as it is, without shifting it or moving it or changing anything about it in this moment, kind of zooming out and taking stock of, how is this body doing today? So there's stuff going on the surface. There's other physical sensations happening on the inside. But overall, how's my body doing? If you want to take a mindful stretch here as well, you're welcome to do so. Creating that tension. And then as you release it, letting your body meld even deeper into the seat. You have nowhere else to go for this time, nothing else to do other than to give your body and your mind and your feelings some space to just be. You might notice that despite you being still, there's still a bit of movement happening in the body with the breathing, that the body is never actually immobile, ever. As long as you're breathing, there's movement, whether it's the rise and fall of the chest or the expansion and contraction at the belly, or the movement in the nostrils or the air coming down your throat. And when we breathe in, it can feel like we're expanding our body's volume by just that much. And then when we breathe out, it might feel that we're like reducing the volume of our internal body by that much. Just noticing the breathing wherever it feels most prominent. And if the breath is difficult to connect with right now, you can try by taking a few more deep breaths and noticing where your attention naturally goes. So we're going to use one of them as an anchor, but if the breath isn't available to you, it's okay too. You can just take note of the sounds. So there's sounds happening, including the sound of my voice. You might even hear sounds internal to your body. So if you're noticing either the sounds or the breath, offer your attention to that. Notice if any two breaths are identical. And if you want to invite more relaxation, see if you can extend the exhale if it's helpful, you can use labels like in for the in breath and out for the out breath. So you can say it out loud to yourself. You can say it as a whisper or just in your mind. In, out. So the mind may wander, and that's part of the practice too. And it wanders because it's looking for something novel to do. The mind knows that your body knows how to breathe without paying attention to it. So if it does move on to a thought or a memory or planning, See if you can label it as just thinking without getting caught up in the content of it. And then bring the focus of awareness back to the breathing. So these other things, like the extra ideas that the mind is bringing, they can be shifted to the background. That's okay. They don't have to leave. But if you think of the mind like a stage, you're bringing your spotlight of awareness to the breathing, letting that be center stage. In, out. Staying with the breath as best as you can. And when the mind wanders, flexing that rep of mindfulness, setting it into the background with the label of thinking, and bringing your attention towards the breathing up front. So, if this feels really good and nourishing for you, I invite you to continue to practice in this way. I'm also going to offer up a loving kindness practice for us to work with for the remainder of our time. And you're welcome to practice with it. And if it suits you, sticking with it. If it doesn't, coming back to your breathing and letting even my voice to go into the background. But if you'd like to practice some loving kindness, I want you to continue staying anchored in your breathing, but bring to mind a loved one, someone, or some being. So it can be non human. A lot of times we have very easy relationships with our pets, probably sometimes easier than the humans in our lives. So visualize them as vividly as you can in your mind's eye. Really feel their presence in whatever way feels natural to you. And we're going to begin by sending them well wishes from our heart and our mind. We're going to put them into words. I'm going to offer up some words for you to use, but you can definitely rephrase them so that it really comes from your own genuine vocabulary in whatever way that feels right to you. But given all the love and regard that this and support that this being has given you, you say to them, may you be safe and protected from all inner and outer harm. May you be safe and protected from inner and outer harm. Notice what it's like to send those well wishes to them. And you say to them, may you be healthy and strong. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be serene and at ease. May you be serene and at ease. So, really sense into these words and wishes that are coming out of you sincerely from your heart and touching these beloved beings. What does it feel like in the body to be offering in this way? There's not a particular way that it should feel. So for some people, it feels warm. For some people, it feels stilted. For some people, it might feel the exact opposite, and that's okay. This is just information. We're not trying to conjure up any particular feeling, but we know we want these good things for this beloved person or being. We know that much. And this being also loves and appreciates us. They want those same things for us. And so let's see if we can practice with imagining them wishing those things to us. Sometimes it's easier to hear it or sense it coming from outside of us toward us instead of offering it directly to ourselves. So imagine this being communicating or saying to you, may you be safe and protected from inner and outer harm. So notice what it's like to come towards you, and if it's helpful, putting your hand over your heart to support yourself or holding your own hand. They say to you, may you be safe and protected from all inner and outer harm. Can you receive that? And they continue. They say to you, may you be healthy and strong. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you be serene and at ease. May you be serene and at ease. So feel those words and wishes coming at you, what that's like. How comfortable does it feel? Does it feel like anything in particular in the body or not? Is there any difference in sending it out versus receiving it? And finally, we're going to experiment with offering it to ourselves by using I statements. So we start, and again, you can give yourself physical support. If you want to hold your own hand or put your hand over your heart, whatever feels good. But starting off by saying, may I be safe and protected from all inner and outer harm. May I be safe and protected from all inner and outer harm. May I be healthy and strong. May I be healthy and strong. May I be happy and peaceful. May I be happy and peaceful. And may I be serene and at ease. May I be serene and at ease. Notice what it feels like to use I statements and offering it to yourself. Sometimes it feels the same, sometimes it feels different. For some, it might feel that something other than kindness might come up, and whatever you find that might be challenging, just say to yourself, this too, may I hold it with kindness. This too, may I hold it with kindness. And now, as we wrap up this practice period, I want to take a moment for you to offer some gratitude to yourself for taking this time to just unwind, to be present for your mind and body and heart. You could have been doing 1,000 other things today in this half hour, and you chose to dedicate this time to practice for your own well being. And that's to be commended. Giving yourself some time to unplug. So it could be as simple as thank you. Thank you. Now, in the same way we ended, I invite you to take a deep breath in, the same way we started, rather, and exhaling out, allowing your body to stretch and move in whatever way feels comfortable. See if you can keep some of that mindfulness of your body awareness with you over the course of the day. It's something that you can inject all throughout the day. It doesn't have to be in this formal way that we do it. But the more you bring it into your daily life, the easier and less pent up all of the stress becomes in your mind and your body and in your heart. So thank you all for joining me today, and I look forward to being with you next week. Take good care, all.
Thank you very much, Vivian, and thank you everybody for attending Mindfulness Monday. We will be back again next week, so please come and join us. Um, I have a sign-up sheet here for faculty and staff. Thank you very much, Vivian. We'll see you next week. Okay, have a great rest
See
of
you
your
then.
day. All
You
right,
too. Take care. Have a
bye-bye.
beautiful week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.